Okay.
Yes, Sanjay, please
Can
share.
you allow me to share?
Yes, I have to make you co-host.
One,
Yes, now you can share your screen.
1 second, sharing. So, minute. So I was calculating the aspect. So if we just fill in the houses for the planets, uh,
Okay,
it should calculate the aspect on which house, and
okay,
this gives you like the summary of the whole thing. Uh,
okay,
Yet to calculate the power based on malefic and benefic, I'll probably work on that.
okay.
So this is for my chart, but you can modify for anything, and it should.
Yeah, just can you go up? I want to see the logic, like what logic you have used. So basically, suppose Sun, so you have considered for Jupiter aspect on a seventh house.
Seventh aspect is on eighth house,
Okay,
and
then
fifth aspect is on 12th house.
okay, and
Uh, Sorry, this should be
ninth aspect is on sixth house.
eighth house.
On
Uh,
seventh aspect is also on eighth house. Ninth is also on eighth house.
and this is H.
Yeah, I think you have put seven only, so you have to change. Here you had put seven only, that's why the result came same, eight only. So ninth aspect will be on,
Eight. 10th house.
yes, tenth house.
This should be nine. G. Oh, sorry.
Okay, so you can change later on, no worries. Okay, for Shani you have considered 3, 7 and 10 aspect.
Yeah.
Okay, so Shani is sitting in your sixth house. Seventh aspect is on 12th house. And eighth, third aspect is in your second house.
Yeah.
So here also I can see some errors there, I think. Shani, yeah, now it is correct, yes. 10th aspect will be on your fifth house. Not fifth house, it should be third house.
Shani is in my sixth house,
Yes.
and 10th aspect should be in. Yeah, it should be in the third house. Yeah. I'll fix this. This part is wrong. I'll fix this.
Yes, you have to change this, I think. Okay. So based on that, later on, like once you find on which houses the aspect is there, then you can have, then you can assign value. Like Jupiter aspect can be assigned +1 value,
Correct.
and Shani aspect and Mangal aspect can be assigned -1. Okay,
Right.
so based on that, you can find out aspect power.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so maybe you can do maybe in the week itself if you find time and put it in the group so people can check if it is working.
Sure. Yeah. Now
Yeah.
it should be.
Okay, so now it should be working, you are saying.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me put my Saturn. My Saturn is the second house. Put Saturn in the second house. Okay, click. Okay, so seventh aspect is on the eighth house. Third aspect is on the
Fourth house.
fourth house, and tenth aspect is on the 11th house. Yes, now it is correct. And put for Jupiter, ninth house.
Seventh aspect, third house. Fifth aspect, first house. Ninth aspect, fifth house. Yeah.
Very nice. And for Mars, put it in 10th house.
Four, fourth aspect is in plus thousand. Eighth aspect plus five. Yeah, five.
Fifth house. Okay. Okay. Good. So just tell me that how you will put power to the aspects.
I will assign values to one, one, say -1 to sun and -1, sorry, 1 to moon.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll probably add up based on that.
Okay, you can use the count command. Like if in the cell there is a value,
Correct.
so if it is from Jupiter, if it is on benefic planet, it will count +1, and it is from malefic planet, it will count -1. Okay, then it will actually first show you the aspect power at the various houses. Okay,
Right.
then again you have to put VLOOKUP so that it can capture the houses corresponding to the aspect, and it can show the aspect power related to the planet, or directly can it be done?
Uh,
I think that will be more systematic, and you
yeah.
have to actually, planets are 9 and houses are 12. So you have to first find out the aspect power on all the 12 houses. Then you have to relook it up with the planets, which planet is sitting in the which houses. So correspondingly, like suppose on the first house there is -1 and +1 aspect. Okay.
Correct.
So for the, if suppose Venus is sitting in the first house, so the aspect power should be equal to the first house power. So it should be 0. Okay, so that is something VLOOKUP you have to apply.
Yeah, I'll apply it. I'll try to check.
Yes, perfect. Perfect. Okay. So yeah, anybody else want to share anything? Sanika ji, you were there yesterday?
नो भैया कल
अच्छा,
मेरा
you
मिस
were
हो
not
गया
there.
जरा बट भैया
Okay,
मैंने
so
थोड़ा रिकॉर्डिंग सुना मुझे पूछना था
hmm,
मेरे बेटे की कुंडली में 6th हाउस में वीनस है
hmm,
और आपने वो जो बताया कि वो ज्योतिर्लिंग के दर्शन करने चाहिए
okay,
तो वो
yes.
मैंने आपका वो भी वीडियो सुना था अधिक मास में जाना चाहिए पर यदि तब नहीं होता है जाना नहीं हुआ तो फिर कैसे मतलब कभी भी जा सकते हैं ऐसे
हाँ, अभी भी श्रावण चालू है ना, श्रावण में भी जा सकते हो. श्रावण इज इवन फर्स्ट प्रायोरिटी, सेकंड इज अधिक मास.
अच्छा और दोनों ही नहीं हो क्योंकि वो दूर रहता है
हाँ, तो
मणिपुर
फिर
में रहता है
फिर
कैंपस में हाँ
जब भी
इंजीनियरिंग
टाइम
पढ़
मिले
रहा
तब
है
चलेगा.
अच्छा जब भी पर जैसे मतलब कैसे फ्रिक्वेंटली साल में एक बार जाना ही चाहिए उसने ऐसा कुछ श्रावण
It
में
is
अगर
good.
यदि होता
It
है
is good once in a year. If you can go, it is very good.
ओके ओके
I think somebody asked if मतलब एक किसी का कुंडली में अगर दो मरण स्थान में प्लैनेट्स है तो दोनों ही लिंग शिवलिंग में जाना चाहिए.
अच्छा, हाँ, मनीष जी का आई थिंक क्वेश्चन था. मनीष जी, या कैन यू जस्ट आस्क योर क्वेश्चन अगेन हियर? यू वर आस्किंग समथिंग इन द ग्रुप अबाउट व्हाट संजय इज saying.
Yeah, yeah. No, I was asking how do you know which is the right Jyotirling for your planet? So, like for Shani, I got confused between two possibilities,
Hmm.
right? So one is lip, uh, exaltation sign for Shani is Libra,
Yes.
Libra related Jyotirling, or
Correct.
where Shani is the Lord, like Capricorn ka Lord Shani.
Both, like whichever is more convenient, you can go both. It is said that both will give good results.
Okay.
या सो मनीष जी का ये क्वेश्चन है. आई पुट इट इन अ सिंपल लैंग्वेज कि एक ज्योतिर्लिंग है जिसमें कोई सा प्लेनेट एग्जॉल्टेड है, और एक ज्योतिर्लिंग है जो पर्टिकुलर जोडिएक साइन से कनेक्टेड है. तो फिर एग्जॉल्टेड वाला जाए कि उस प्लेनेट के पर्टिकुलर जोडिएक साइन से कनेक्टेड है उसमें जाए. तो द आंसर इज कि जो आपके लिए ज्यादा कन्वीनियंट हो, यू कैन विजिट दैट. बट या एग्जॉल्टेड वाला अगर आप जा सकते हो तो एग्जॉल्टेड इज बेसिकली एग्जॉल्टेड. ओके, जैसे रामेश्वरम ज्योतिर्लिंग इज फॉर विच प्लेनेट, कैन एनीबडी टेल? Which Rashi?
Sun.
ए,
Aries.
एरीज, करेक्ट। तो एरीज में कौन सा प्लेनेट एक्सॉल्टेड होता है?
Sun.
सन। और एरीज का लॉर्ड कौन होता है?
मार्स।
मार्स। ओके, सो किसी का मार्स वीक है, मार्स कमजोर है, तो मार्स वाले तो जा ही सकते हैं, लेकिन किसी का सन अगर वीक है, कमजोर है, तो उसके लिए और भी ज्यादा बेनिफिशियल होगा, क्योंकि सन एक्सॉल्टेड होता है एरीज में। फॉर देम इट इज इवन मोर बेनिफिशियल, बट फॉर मार्स ऑल्सो इट विल बी गुड बिकॉज इट इज कनेक्टेड विद एरीज। तो एरीज जोडिएक साइन वालों के लिए विल बी गुड। एंड सन जिसका मरण स्थान या वीक है, सो दे कैन ऑल्सो विजिट। यस, एनीथिंग एल्स? कोई और क्वेश्चन?
I have seen a chart जहाँ पे 4 planets are in Maran stars.
ओके, फोर्थ प्लैनेट इन मारकस्तान। So how's the person's life?
Uh, I'm not very aware of her life,
Mm.
but yeah, I could see that 4 planets are in, like Saturn
Yeah.
in first house, Mars in seventh, and Rahu in ninth, and Ketu in third.
Mhm. So, I had given a homework of finding Ravan's Kundali. Okay, so Sanket has actually shared with me the Ravan Kundali. So he also has actually Saturn in the first house, and let me just read it to you. Sanket. Yeah. So in Ravan chart, Shani is in the Marakistan, first house. Shukra in the Marakistan, sixth house. Mercury again in the Marakistan, sixth house. Okay. And Sun is also, yeah. So what you are saying, Sanjay, so in Ravan's Kundali also, it was very similar. And you know the story, I think. Everybody knows the story.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is a very classic example, basically. When you have more planet in Marakistan, so you can do that, the kind of deeds that Ravan has done. Okay, but he has planet exalted also. Shani was exalted as Jupiter. See, so we were discussing about the dignity and auspiciousness of planet. Okay, so in his chart, all the 4 planets are exalted also. Shani, Mars, Jupiter, and Sun in the Kendra. So he also has somewhat Panch Mahapurush Yoga, but the planets are in the Marakistan. So the dignity of planet is very strong. They are exalted, but the placement is inauspicious. Marakistan means the placement is again inauspicious. So, what kind of personality the person has become? That he was very strong, but he was using everything in a wrong direction. His mind was working in the direction of डिग्रेडेशन, मतलब खराब डायरेक्शन में वो स्ट्रॉन्ग था। तो जैसे कि लाइक सपोज इफ यू कैन, आई डोंट नो इफ यू कैन फाइंड आउट सम टेररिस्ट चार्ट, okay, Osama bin Laden or Saddam Hussein or somebody like this, so you can find it on, I think, Google. So just check all these things, you will find that their planets will be quite strong, but the auspiciousness of the planet won't be that. So that's why they develop these kind of personality. And because of more planet in the Maranasthana, even because of being blessed by Brahma himself of Amar Avatar. Ravan को अवतार मिला हुआ था कि उसको कोई मान नहीं सकता. Still, like
Right.
he was killed by Rama. So that is actually, we cannot compare also in today's world with that thing. That was like a purposefully done story. But yeah, it gives you an idea कि कैसे रहता है. And in fact, maybe in the upcoming classes, you can maybe study the kundlis of all these Mahapurusha also. Shri Ramchandra ji, Krishna Bhagwan, जिनकी आपको कहानियां लाइव स्टोरी पता है, लक्ष्मण, राधा, all the date of births and everything you can find it on Google. तो इससे you will get an idea कि अच्छा इनका चार्ट में ये था तो इस वजह से इनकी लाइफ ऐसी थी. Okay, like राम जी को वनवास हुआ था, he was separated from Sita. Okay, so you will get an idea reading their chart because of what combinations in their chart this happened. Okay, so anything else anybody want to share, say?
साहिल भैया,
हम्म
अदिति दिस साइड। साहिल भैया, मुझे पूछना था कि आई हैव टू planets in Maran star in my कुंडली. Venus is in the 6th house and Moon is in the 8th house. But Venus is exalted. Venus exalted है. So, and it is sitting with four. I mean, there are total 4 planets: Mercury, Venus, Sun, and Saturn. So, इससे क्या होगा? मतलब what impact does it really make?
Yes. So first advice I would like to give you all of you कि किसी भी एक या 2 3 4 प्लेनेट के बेसिस पे किसी की कुंडली में कोई भी प्रेडिक्शन मत दो. ओके, यू सी द हॉरोस्कोप फुली, कौन सी राशि में कौन सा प्लेनेट बैठा है, उस पे कौन सा एस्पेक्ट्स पड़ रहा है, और इवन कौन सा नक्षत्र में भी है. चलो नक्षत्र पे अभी हम नहीं गए, बट एटलीस्ट यू सी द चार्ट इन टोटलिटी. ओके, and analyze all the yogas. There are a lot of yogas also. We haven't even spoken about Viparit Raj Yoga, Neech Bhang Raj Yoga. Okay, so slowly and gradually, if time permits, we will cover all that yogas. Okay, फिर उसके बाद actually we will be able to comment. So same is the case with you, Aditi. So all these kind of things, मतलब कुछ चीज बहुत ही क्लियरली दिख रही है. एग्जॉल्टेड कोई प्लेनेट है फर्स्ट हाउस में, फोर्थ हाउस में, so that we can say directly, but something which is not looking so positive, especially जैसे वीनस मरण स्थान में 6th हाउस में, so you need to see in detail कि अच्छा उसका नीच भंग तो नहीं हो रहा, उसका परिवर्तन तो नहीं हो रहा है. So you have to see a lot of things. उसमें गुरु की दृष्टि है क्या, किस प्लेनेट की दृष्टि पड़ रही है, कौन सी राशि में, क्या डिग्निटी है उसकी. तो based on that you can give a more accurate answer. Correct?
Okay भैया.
So one thing, like from my experience and from all my, especially Gurudev's, what Gurudev has given guidance to everybody, and from my experience, that you should always try to wish good for the people. As an astrologer, जितना कोशिश करो कि आप सामने वाले के बारे में अच्छा ही विश करो और उनके बारे में अच्छा अच्छा ही कहो. कुछ नेगेटिव चीज आपको कुंडली में दिखाई दे रही है ना, तो उसको 2 या 3 बार चेक करो कि वो किसी तरीके से कैंसिल नहीं हो रहा है. ओके, एंड एकदम ही आप श्योर हो जाओ, फिर उसके बारे में कुछ बताओ. क्योंकि सी सी द लॉ ऑफ कर्मा इज वेरी deep also, and it is very simple also. Ki what we do, that comes back. Okay, so what we think and what we say also, no, that also comes back. So the number one quality I would suggest ki as an astrologer, even as an art of living teacher or art of living devotee, you should have is to wish good for people, and not only for their sake, for your own sake. Okay, if you won't wish good for people, so somehow that same thing will come to you also from other people. That is, I hope everybody must have experienced this thing in your life. कि जो हम जैसा देते हैं वही वापस आता है. So this is something very important. Everybody should note it down. Okay, so coming back to today's topic, तो आज something very different and special I have planned for today. Okay, so yeah.